Video off.
Yeah, so video on or off is all good, totally up to you. So I'm going to show a couple of restorative poses today and some variations that might be comfortable. So I'm going to have this chair in case we feel like doing some more supported poses. Something that you might want is some kind of strap today. So I just have, you can use like a towel, like a towel. You could use a blanket. You could use, I've got a dog leash that would work really well, things like that. Or like the tie on a robe, bathrobe or something like that. So anyways, we're gonna do some of that work with the strap on our backs a little bit later. So we'll get started. You all can hear me okay? My volume's all right?
Yeah.
Okay, is the music in the background bothersome?
No.
No.
All right, so let's sit down and find ourselves in a comfortable seat here. I'm gonna support my butt with a block today. My back is a little sore. I had a really intense massage on Friday and my muscles are still hurting. So if you're gonna sit on a support of some sort, grab a block, a blanket rolled up, a towel, something like that. And then you kind of just want to slide forward so that your bones, your seat bones are kind of falling off the block. And what's going to happen here is that you're going to put your hips into an anterior tilt. So we're pushing it forward. And we're going to cross the legs. You can sit legs straight forward, whatever feels comfortable for you. So we're going to start and maybe close our eyes and start thinking about our breath. It's Monday morning, so we're not going to do a lot of intense things today. A couple, but not too many. But a lot of the things we're going to do is just opening up the hips today and the low back, because I find that those things tend to get really funky. You can just wiggle around on your bum to see if you can find yourself a comfortable position and start paying attention to the breath today. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And just find a natural rhythm of your breath. You may choose to put your hands gently on your thighs or your knees. Maybe you want one hand on your heart, one hand on your stomach. And let's start regulating that breath. Breathing into the count of 3. And release to the count of 3. Let's do that a few more times. Breathe into the count of 3. Exhale to the count of 3. Now let's deepen our breath. Breathe into the count of 4. Exhale to the count of 4, all the way out. Another one of those. Inhale. Exhale. And we're going to keep this pattern and do a little body scan on a Monday morning. While you're breathing in for 4 and out for 4, let's start bringing attention to our feet and toes and ankles. Notice how they're feeling today. Scan to see if there's any tension, anything that needs release there. Move our attention up to our calves, shins. Notice how those parts of our legs are feeling today. Put your attention up to your knees. Notice any sensations you feel in your knees today. Move into those places. Move on to the thighs, hamstrings, the glutes, the hips. Take notice of how that part of your body is feeling this morning. Tight, tired. I feel like nothing. Moving up to your torso, the belly. Notice how the stomach is feeling. Pay your attention to the low back, mid back, shoulder blades, chest. Notice any sensations that you're feeling in this part of your body this morning. Pay attention to your shoulders, your arms, your elbows, your hands, tips of your fingers. Notice what's happening in this part of your body today. Bring your attention back up to your collarbones, your neck, the base of your skull. Bring your awareness to your face, cheeks, your eyebrows, your jaw. And then bring your attention to the crown of your head. Notice how our body's feeling. It can be helpful to compare how your body feels now and how your body's going to feel at the end of today's practice. On a Monday, sometimes we just get to start our week on the right note. Again, bringing your attention back to your breath. That nice in and out. Anytime you're feeling any tension or your attention is brought away from your body into the world, drop back to the breath. Connect back to the breath. We're going to move with our breath this morning. We're going to start by doing some stretching on our seat. So you're welcome to open your eyes if you like. You can keep them closed if that's comfortable for you. So we're going to sit straight up, feeling the energy coming out of the crown of our head. We want to bring our shoulders up, roll them back, and let them sit down the back. On our next breath in, let's raise the arms and stretch out our sides. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe some side bends. Inhale. Exhale, plant your left hand and let your right arm fall over the side of your body. Stretch out that right side. Bend to the elbow, breathe in. Exhale. See if you can find a deeper stretch here on that side body. Inhale, bring it back up. Let your right arm and left arm goes up and over. And that feels good. Feel that today. Stretch that left side body, bend the elbow, breathe in. Exhale, try and see if you have a deeper stretch there. Breathe into that side. And exhale, bring it back. We set our shoulders, bring them up, roll them back. We want our shoulders away from our ears as much as possible. We're gonna do some twists, so arms up. We're gonna take our right arm on our left knee, left hand behind us and do a nice twist here. Twist at the navel. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. Breathe out, see if you can twist deeper gaze over your left shoulder. Breathe in and back. Now we're gonna do this on the other side. Breathe in. Left hand on right knee, right hand to the back, and twist it at the navel. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, twist. And let's breathe in and bring it back to sleep. We're gonna do some seated cat-cows. I like to do this cross-legged sometimes. We want to switch the legs so that we're evening out the stretch that's in our legs here. So we're going to breathe in and we're going to pull and open that chest and do a slight back bend. So breathing in like this. Moving forward, maybe it's better if you look at it this way. Stretch out and breathe out. Let's curl the spine. Breathe in. Back bend, open the chest. Breathe out. Curl the spine. Let's do one more of those. Inhale. Exhale. And reset. We're going to find ourselves in tabletop position here. Bring your legs back. Stack your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips and find a flat spine here. Let's continue a couple of cat-cows in this position here. So when we're breathing in, we're going to drop the belly. We're going to push the hips up into the air, the tailbone rises, and open the hips. Breathe in. Exhale, contract those belly muscles, curl the back, look down. Breathe in. Into your cow pose. Exhale. Let's do one more of these. Exhale. Sometimes I like to wiggle here to release some of the tension in my low back. And find yourself in tabletop position. We're going to go to child's pose. We're going to bring our big toes to touch. Put your knees to the width of the mat. And sit back onto your heels as far as you can go. If you need to put a block here so that you've got contact with the ground, that's fine. We're going to push back, and then we're going to walk our hands to the top of our mat and lay our forehead down. Breathe into your back, breathe into your side body here. Inhale, and as you're on exhale, try and sink your hips deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Sink your hips back. Even. Now we're going to walk our hands to the right side of our mat. Stack your left hand over top of your right hand and forehead down to the mat and stretch out that left side body. Walk your hands to the other side of your mat. Stack your right hand over your left. Head down and breathe into the right side of your body. Reset to the center. Hips down. On your next breath, we're going to put our hands underneath our shoulders and use our strength in the arms and core to bring ourselves back up to a tabletop position. And from here, we're going to breathe in, breathe out, curl your toes and send your hips up into downward facing dog. Oh, hamstrings are tight today, so let's take a moment, spread your fingers wide, push into those fleshy bits, and let's just paddle our dog here. Bending one knee and the other knee. You can wiggle a little bit like this for those low back and hips. When you're ready, let's find some stillness. Slight micro bend in the knees is fine. Push those hips up and back. Let your head just hang. Try and have your heels as low to the ground as possible. It's okay if they don't touch. Take a moment to release your head and your neck. Maybe shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Look between your legs. On your next breath in, high on your tiptoes, look forward, lean forward, hop or skip, hop or skip, hop or step to the top of your mat, find yourself in a forward fold. Forward fold, we're hinging down at our hips. We can have a bend in our knees if we need to. Depends on where you are and how tight we are this morning. Fold down, let go of your head. You can have hands on the floor, hands on the block. You can have hands up here if you need to. You can have hands on your back to open up the chest. Let's breathe here for a moment. Maybe you want to grab off the elbows. Let your head hang and sway side to side. For your next breath in, we're going to straight back, halfway lift. Exhale, hold. Inhale, roll all the way up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Head left. Find yourself in mountain pose, Tadasana. In mountain pose, our feet are hip distance apart. Our chest is open and strong. Our hands are facing, palms facing forward. Energy coming from our fingertips. We're going to engage our knees. We're going to engage our glutes. We're going to engage our core. And we're going to stand strong like a mountain. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the strength coming up from the ground, rooted through your feet. Inhale. Exhale. From here, we're going to do 2 rounds of sun salutations. We're going to be at the top of our mat. Inhale, arms up, reach up, look up. Exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips and swan dive forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on shins, straight back. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands on your mat, step back into high plank. Make sure your wrists are under your shoulders. You can have plank like this up on your toes or supported plank on the knees, as long as your back is nice and straight and your bum is not sticking out like this. Take a breath here, breathe in. Exhale. Let's drop our knees. Bring all the way down to the mat. Inhale, plant your hands over your shoulders and up into cobra. Bend at the back. Open your chest. Exhale down. Inhale, tabletop. Move movement up into downward facing dog. Find a breath here. Follow your dog if you need to loosen up those hamstrings. Next inhale, high on the tippy toes, look forward, lean forward, step or hop to the top of your mat. And fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll the spine. Arms up, look up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step back into plank. Inhale. Exhale, drop the knees. Bring yourself down to the floor. Inhale. Hands over the shoulders into cobra, back bend, open the chest. Exhale. Shoot your hips back up into the air for downward facing dog. Take a breath here. We're going to move into some standing poses now. So on your next inhale, raise your right leg into the air. Flex those toes. Exhale, curl the spine. Bring that foot up to the top in between your two hands. Let's pivot the back leg so that the foot is parallel with the mat. Put a bend into that right knee. Come up with your core strength. Arms out to the side, gaze forward, warrior two. Breathe into this pose. Breathe in, find length in your spine. Breathe out, see if you can bend a little deeper. This one, we want this hip facing forward. My right hip bone is now pivoting toward the front. Okay. Find strength in the shoulders, find strength in the knees. Your back leg is activated. Breathe. Breathe in, flip the right palm. Left hand coming down to the thigh. Right hand up, look up. Facing warrior. Keep that bend in the right leg. Breathe in. And out. Next in breath, we're going to reset to warrior two. Exhale, we're going to bring our right hand down onto the right knee. Don't dump your weight into your knee. Reach up. And if you have it, go ahead and extend that arm to the front for extended side angle. You want one nice straight line between your ankle all the way to the tips of your fingers. Breathe in, feel that stretch in the side body. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, we can come back up, reset. Straighten the leg here. Lean forward, reach forward, and we're going to go into triangle pose. We can put our hand down here. On the side, we can come to a block and arms up here. You can gaze forward, you can gaze up, or you can be looking down to the floor, whatever is more comfortable for you. Feel that stretch, feel the length from the floor to the tips of your fingers. Breathe in. And out. Inhale. Exhale, use your core strength, bend that knee, come on back up and reset to warrior two. then we're going to come back up to the front of the mat. And fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, step back into plank. Inhale. Exhale, come on down to cobra. Inhale, bend at the back. Press the tops of your feet into your mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sit here for a minute. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Next inhale, left foot goes up in the air. Exhale, curl the spine, and let's bring that foot all the way up in between our two hands. Pivot the back leg so that it's parallel with the back of the mat. Use your core strength. Come on up into warrior two. I'm going to switch so you can see me better. You stay where you are. Bend in that left leg. Right leg is nice and strong. There we go. Breathe into this pose. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, see if you can sink deeper. Keep that back leg activated. On your next breath, we're going to flip the left palm facing up. Right arm goes back and up, exalted warrior. Gaze up to your tips of your fingers. Keep that bend in that left leg. Breathe here. Feel the stretch along the side. Inhale. Exhale to reset into warrior two. Let's go ahead and straighten that leg. Lean forward. We're going to come on down to triangle pose. You can put your hand here. You can find a block. I think I missed one, but that's okay. We'll just do it in a different order. Breathe here. Look up if it's okay on your neck. If not, go ahead and look down. Feel the length that your arms and your body are creating. Next inhale, let's set it back up into warrior two. What did I miss? We're going to take the left hand onto the left thigh or knee. Come up for side angle. Straight out. Extended side angle. Oh, feel that length between your right toes to your right fingertips. Next in breath, reset warrior two. And come on back up to the top of your mat. Fold forward. I'm just going to fix the timing. All right. Arms up. Oh, sorry, we're in a forward fold. Never mind. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, plant your hands. High plank. Breathe in. Out, lower yourself down. Cobra. Breathe in. Breathe out. Downward facing dog. Next breath in. Raise your right leg. Breathe out. Let's bring our right knee down to our right wrist. We're going to be in pigeon pose. Wiggle your foot, your left foot back. Straighten that leg. So you should have a bent knee here. All right. If this is not comfortable for you, you can do the 90-90. So you can have it like this and like this in deer pose. So we have a 90 degrees here, 90 degrees here. You're going to achieve the same thing. So pigeon pose. Okay. You can be like this, straight back, straight spine. If you need blocks, come on up to blocks. Bring the floor closer to you. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out. If it's available, let's fold and melt over that right thigh. You can bring your head down to blocks, stacked fists, or if you've got the flexibility, I'm not sure if I do this morning, bring your forehead down to the mat. Breathe into this pose. Two more breaths here. Plant your hands under your shoulders and bring yourself up if you were down on the floor. Use your blocks if you need to. We're going to flip that back leg. We're going to bring ourselves back up, push back into downward facing dog. Next breath in, we're going to put our left foot high up in the air, left foot up. Exhale, left knee to left wrist. Wiggle that right leg back. Pigeon pose on the other side. Take a moment here. Open the chest. Exhale, melt over your left thigh in whatever way works for you. Breathe into this pose. Two more breaths here. When you're ready, hands underneath your shoulders, bring yourself up and feet down. Flip the back foot, and then push yourself back up into downward facing dog. And from here, we're just going to come down into tabletop. And then we're going to flip ourselves onto our backs. If you've got a strap, this is where you want to grab it. What we're going to do here is we're going to grab the strap and we're going to loop it around our right leg here. Okay, in both hands, flex your foot and pull so that you're just flexing the backs of your feet here, backs of your legs, your hamstrings and your calves. You can put this left leg down on the ground, or you can have it bent, whatever is easier on your back. Take a breath here. On your next breath, you're going to take your left hand. You're going to let your right hand go down to the side, and we're going to pull our right leg over our left body as far as it's going to go. I have a lot of tightness in the side, so I'm not going very far today. Do not let your hips come off the ground. Breathe in, come on back to center. Exhale, right hand, left hand goes out, and we're going to open up that right leg. Breathe. Breathe in, reset. We're going to switch legs. Go ahead and let that right leg down, left leg up. And let's do the same thing on this side. Give it a good stretch, flex the ankle. We're going to go, what did I do? We're going to do right hand, left hand open, pull it over your right body. Oof, I'm tight there today. I'm not going very far. Feel it right here. Breathe out back to center. Switch hands, left hand here, right hand on the floor and open it up. Breathe. Inhale back to center. And let it go. Let's take some time in Shavasana now. So let your feet flop open. Arms on the ground, palms up. Take a moment Rock your head back and forth, massage the back of your head. Tilt your chin somewhat toward the chest, have an open neck. And breathe here. Let's come back to that open breath. Now the Zoom is going to end on us in a minute, but I'd like to invite you to just take your time in Shavasana today. Come back to your body and your breath. Breathe in for 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice your body and how it feels from the tips of your toes all the way to the crown of your head. Take a moment to notice each part of your body. Notice the sensations from before and after your practice today. Take a moment to be grateful that our bodies can move on a Monday morning. Take some silence here. And just breathe into all parts of the body. Let your eyes fall closed. Take all the time you need here. If you want to stay in Shavasana, I invite you to do so. If you're ready, you can roll to the right side. And as you're ready, you can push yourself up into a seated position. I move backwards. Feel free to stay in your silence in Shavasana.